Did you know you can grow an entire plant from just one leaf? And not just any plant, the nearly indestructible ZZ plant. But here's the shocking part. Most people fail because they don't know one simple secret. Today, I'll show you exactly how to grow a ZZ plant from a leaf step by step, even if you've never propagated a plant before. Stick around, because tip number 5 is where most people go wrong, and it could be killing your plant before it even grows. Number 1. Choose the perfect leaf. The success of growing a ZZ plant from a leaf starts with one simple but critical step: choosing the right leaf. Many beginners make the mistake of picking any random leaf, but this can lead to slow growth or complete failure. You want a leaf that is mature, thick, and deep green in color. These leaves store more energy, which is essential for root development and forming the rhizome beneath the soil. Avoid leaves that are yellowing, damaged, or too young. A weak leaf simply doesn't have enough stored nutrients to survive the long propagation process. When cutting, always use clean, sharp scissors or pruning shears. This prevents infection and gives your leaf the best possible start. If possible, cut the leaf with a tiny bit of stem attached. This increases the chances of successful rooting. And here's a pro tip. Don't just take one leaf, take several. ZZ plant propagation is slow and unpredictable, so having multiple leaves growing at once increases your success rate. Think of this step as building a strong foundation. A healthy leaf today means a thriving plant tomorrow. Get this right and you're already ahead of most beginners. Number 2. Let the leaf callus. Now here's a step that most people skip, and it's exactly why their ZZ plant cuttings rot before they even begin to grow. After cutting your leaf, you should never plant it immediately. Instead, let it sit out in a dry place for about 1 to 2 days. This allows the cut end to form a protective layer called a callus. Why is this so important? Because freshly cut plant tissue is extremely vulnerable to bacteria and rot. If you plant it right away into moist soil, you're basically inviting decay. The callusing process seals the wound and protects the leaf when it goes into soil. Place your leaf on a clean surface away from direct sunlight. You don't want it to dry out completely, just enough for the cut end to harden slightly. You'll notice the tip becomes a bit rough or dry to the touch. That's exactly what you want. This small waiting period can make a huge difference in success. It's one of those simple tricks that experienced plant lovers always follow, but beginners often overlook. If you're serious about growing a ZZ plant from a leaf, patience starts here. Number 3. Use the right soil mix. If you want your ZZ plant leaf to successfully grow roots, the soil you use matters more than you think. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is using heavy, water-retaining soil. This can quickly lead to rot, especially since ZZ plant cuttings are very sensitive to excess moisture. What you need is a well-draining soil mix. A cactus or succulent mix works perfectly because it allows water to pass through quickly while still holding just enough moisture for root development. If you don't have that, you can easily make your own by mixing regular potting soil with sand or perlite. This creates air pockets in the soil, which helps prevent water from sitting around the leaf. When planting, insert the cut end of the leaf about 1 to 2 centimeters into the soil. Don't bury it too deep, just enough so it stands upright and stable. Firm the soil gently around it, but don't pack it too tightly. Good soil is like a safe home for your cutting. It protects it from rot, supports root growth, and creates the perfect environment for that tiny rhizome to develop underground. Get this step right, and your chances of success increase dramatically. Number 4. Provide the perfect environment. Once your leaf is planted, creating the right environment is key to encouraging growth. The ZZ plant is known for being tough, but during propagation, it still needs proper conditions to thrive. Light is one of the most important factors. Place your pot in bright, indirect sunlight. A spot near a window is ideal, but avoid direct, harsh sunlight as it can dry out or stress the leaf. ZZ plants naturally grow in low-light environments, but when propagating, a bit more light helps speed up the process. Temperature also plays a big role. ZZ plants prefer warm conditions. ideally between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. If the environment is too cold, growth will slow down even more, which is saying a lot because ZZ plants are already slow growers. Humidity doesn't need to be high, but avoid extremely dry air if possible. Keep your plant in a stable environment without sudden temperature changes. Think of this step as setting the stage for success. When your plant feels comfortable, it focuses its energy on growing roots and forming that all-important rhizome beneath the soil. Number 5. Water the right way. Big mistake. This is the step where most people fail, and it's also the reason many ZZ plant cuttings never survive. Overwatering is the #1 killer. Because the leaf has no roots at the beginning, it cannot absorb much water, so when the soil stays wet, the leaf begins to rot instead of grow. The key is to keep the soil slightly moist but never soggy. After planting, lightly water the soil once, then wait until it completely dries out before watering again. This might mean watering only once every 2 weeks, depending on your environment. Always check the soil with your finger before watering. If it feels dry, you can water lightly. If it still feels damp, wait a few more days. It's always better to underwater than overwater when it comes to ZZ plants. Remember, this plant is naturally drought tolerant. It stores water in its structure, so it doesn't need constant moisture. Treat it like a succulent during this stage. Master this step, and you'll avoid the biggest mistake that stops most people from successfully growing a ZZ plant from a leaf. Number 6. Be patient. Growth takes time. If there's one thing you absolutely need when growing a ZZ plant from a leaf, it's patience. This is not a fast process, and many people give up too early because they don't see immediate results. But just because nothing is happening above the soil doesn't mean nothing is happening below it. In the first few weeks, you may see no change at all, but beneath the soil, roots are slowly forming. After a couple of months, a small rhizome, like a tiny potato, begins to develop. This is the heart of your future plant. It can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months before you notice any visible growth, and sometimes even up to a year before a new shoot appears. Yes, it's slow, but it's completely worth it. Avoid the temptation to dig up the leaf to check progress. This can damage the delicate roots and reset your progress. Trust the process and let nature do its work. Growing a ZZ plant from a leaf is a long-term reward. With patience and proper care, that single leaf will eventually transform into a beautiful full plant. So there you have it, 6 simple steps to grow your very own ZZ plant from just a single leaf. It may take time, but the result is absolutely worth it. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a fellow plant lover. And tell me in the comments, have you ever tried propagating a ZZ plant? I'd love to hear your experience. See you in the next video.